afternoon, good morning, good evening. Hi, how are you? I'm Kathy Thompson, and today we're going to have a little mini lesson, an introduction into tempos for songs. As singers, you know, if we're on a live stage, we're often called upon to count a song in and to know how fast we want to sing it. One of the rules of thumb would be sometimes to have the song a little bit faster if it's live. Just a few points faster, just a smidge more of an edge on it, so it won't feel like it's lagging. You might want to sing a song faster or slower than the audience might be used to hearing it, or to your preference, because you're singing it, you have to be comfortable. So it really is up to you. For instance, that Patsy Cline song, Crazy, I tend to do it a little brighter, a little faster than we're used to hearing it. So, crazy, I'm crazy for feeling so lonely. I would go to sleep there. So I might go crazy. I'm crazy for feeling so lonely. So it's got a bit of a walk to it, a bit of an energy to it. It depends on what you like, but it's good to know what you're talking about. And that's why we're going to get around what the musicians might see on music if they're playing off of music. There's something called a tempo marking. You would find it in the upper left-hand corner, traditionally, of sheet music. Usually it's there, unless it's something called a lead sheet or a chart, in which case if the calligrapher or musician copying it out might not put a tempo marking, but they're good to have there as a guideline. So you might see a quarter note, which is just a round ball with a stem on it. That quarter note equals, and an equal sign, and then there'd be a number after that. So what number would you see? Well, it depends how fast the song is. This tells everybody how fast it should go. So we'll start at the beginning. How many seconds are in a minute? That's a good ground zero for figuring out a tempo for a song and what it all means. So if there are 60 seconds in a minute, you'd have 1 beat per second. They call it BPM, beats per minute. So if it's at 60, that would equal how quickly a second hand would travel around the clock in a minute. Click, 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 something like that. Let's hear a metronome do it. Listening? Yeah, that's 60. You can hear how it's 1 beat per second. Got it? Okay, so what songs might be that tempo, that fast? Again, crazy. I would find that too slow, but there are lots of songs, I don't know, I was just working on the Mariah Carey song, Never Too Far. I think that's around 60. Oh, you're never too far away. I won't let time erase one bit of yesterday. So we can hear how that's a similar beat, 1 beat per second. So for a song like, for example, A Wind Beneath My Wings, if one were to sing that, I think the sheet music marking is 65 or 64 on that, but I do it around 70. And here's a 70 tempo. It must have been cold there in my shadow. Yeah, so I'm back phrasing a little bit. So that gives you an idea of what 70 is. So 70 is a little brighter than 60 beats per minute. So coming back to the division and the simple math of what tempos can be, as a rough guideline as a singer, to know your tempos is good. So I'm just finding 120 on my metronome here. 120 is double that of 60. Now here's 120. 2 beats per second. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So a good guideline for this tempo is to remember that a lot of disco songs were at this tempo. All right, now go, walk out the door, turn around now. So many great songs. Don't leave me this way. Oh, yeah. You can tell I like disco. Get down, boogie, oogie, oogie. So that's 120, 2 beats per second. 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, and also a traditional march would be at this tempo or thereabouts. Nothing's written in stone. Doon, 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 da, ba, ba, chicka, bum, you know. And here, what is this, Colonel Bogey? Do, 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 wait, 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 do, do, ba, do, 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 do. That's a bright march. So that at least gives us the tempo of 60 beats per minute and 120 beats per minute. And so if somebody says a song is at 140, you can know that it's going to be a really brisk song because it's going to be faster than this. Okay, so here's 140 just to hear the difference. Okay. And here's somewhere less than 120, which is at 100. Here's what 100 sounds like beats per minute. You know, you can feel a groove there. Here's 80 beats per minute, BPMs. So it might be fun to look for an online metronome. You just do metronome and Google that. And you can play different songs against it and figure out their tempos. So when you stand on a stage or you're in a recording studio and you want to explain to the musicians the tempo of your song, you'll have a really good idea what to do. So I really hope this has been a nice introduction to tempos for singers and that you'll carry on learning and researching on the internet. Take care, all the best, and happy singing. Bye now.